Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Rachel and today I'm doing a weekly reading vlog. We're reading only thrillers this week. I'm very excited. I love thrillers. They're my favorite kind of book to read, and it is spooky season, so we're gonna read all the spooky books. I'm actually in the middle of 2 and I'll get to that and talk about it, and then for the rest of the week I'm just gonna see how many books I can get through. So let's just jump into the books that I'm already in the middle of and kind of talk about them, and then we'll go from there. I am currently in the middle of The Sundown Motel. I'm on page 62 and it hasn't hooked me yet. I don't know if it's just because I've been very tired, so I've just like, I'm paying attention, but like I'm not wanting to pick this up and read it for some reason. I don't know why. But basically this book is about, we have 2 different characters, we have 2 different timelines going on. So the first timeline is in 1982, and this is our character Viv. She is working at the Sundown Motel and she mysteriously disappears one night in 1982. So then we flash forward to 2007. Her niece, Carly, has been obsessed with her disappearance story, and just like the family wouldn't really talk about it, give too many details. Not a lot is known, honestly, but then they wouldn't talk about it because, you know, a tragic thing. I understand, like, you wouldn't want to talk about that within your family. But Carly wants to figure out what happened to her aunt, so she ends up going to the Sundown Motel to figure out what happened in 1982 with her aunt. And it's just kind of creepy, spooky motel vibes. It's not like Bates Motel, but like the setting, when I'm picturing it in my head, I am picturing Bates Motel. So lots of creepy things are happening. So right now in the story, Carly has just gotten to the Sundown Motel and is like figuring out, you know, everything. Not figuring out everything, but like she just got there and is like, this is where my aunt was when she disappeared, you know? And I haven't reached the point in the story where Viv disappears yet, because it is going back and forth between the 2 timelines. So yeah, I like it, but I'm not like, oh, I have to finish this book right now. It has over 300 pages, 326 pages. So I have my work cut out for me on this one. The second book that I am listening to is Survive the Night by Riley Sager. This one right here. I know the physical copy has a different cover. Anyway, this book is, I can't even remember the main character's name. Oops. But anyway, there's this main character. I don't remember her name. Oh my gosh, I need to like go look up this name. Charlie. This book is about Charlie, and she, basically her roommate was unalive and she feels responsible for it, and she just wants to get out of college. There's this college guy who's going around unaliving people, and she just wants to get away from all of that. She feels guilty about leaving her friend in that situation, not knowing obviously, and she just needs to get out. And so her boyfriend offers to drive her home, but she's got to wait a couple days, and she's like, no, I've got to get out now. And she ends up taking a ride with another guy on this college campus. Why? Okay, first off, here's my issue with this. Why would you take a like 6-hour some road trip with anyone that you didn't know, but especially when there's this person on the loose unaliving people? Why would you do that? So anyway, that's kind of what this story is about. She's taking a ride with a stranger. You can probably guess that the stranger, at least right now, seems like he might be the person that, you know, is doing the stuff, but obviously it could twist and whatever. But right now, that's where we're at in this story. I am about 35% of the way through, and I'm enjoying it. I just started it yesterday, and I'm listening to this while I clean my house and do other things where I can't just sit and read. So that's what I do with audiobooks. Obviously, I think that's what a lot of us do with audiobooks, is we will do other things while listening to it. But this one has me hooked. I really want to know what's gonna happen, and it feels very intense, and it feels like you're in the story, which I love. So, and it's Riley Sager. I love Riley Sager. So this is one of his books that I don't own the physical copy, but my library had it available on audio, so that's why I added it to my lineup. But those are the books that I'm in the middle of so far. It's time to actually get into the reading portion of this vlog. Okay, I've cozied up on the couch. I'm getting ready to read this for a little bit, and then I'm going to switch to being productive around the house while listening to a book. Let's see how much progress we can make. I'm starting on page 62, which is actually in the middle of a chapter, which I normally don't do, but these chapters aren't like, I couldn't tell you what chapter I'm on because it doesn't say. But anyway, so I'm gonna work on that and see how far I can get. I would really like to get to at least page 100 before I start cleaning, but I have so much so much. I wish that the audio was available through my library, because I would just, this is one of those books that I would be like, I'm gonna listen to it on audio, because just, I don't know. It's not one that I'm like speeding through, you know? Maybe I should pause this and I don't know. I'm gonna read for right now and we're gonna see if it picks up. Okay, update. I've made it 100 pages in. It is starting to pick up. I'm starting to get a little creeped out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't wanna like spoil this book for anyone, okay? So I'm gonna try my best not to do spoilers, but there is something that like connects the two timelines other than it being like her aunt who disappeared. There's like something that actually connects, and I'm so interested to see how it all like comes together. So anyway, I'm gonna continue reading for a little bit, then I have to go clean. Oh no, oh no. I knew it. I knew it. I called it. I called it. Oh my gosh. The twists and turns on this one. Oh my goodness, you guys. My mind has been blown. My mind has been blown. I just finished Survive the Night. I did in fact do cleaning while I was listening to it. I just didn't film that because I did not feel like moving the camera around and showing you guys me cleaning while listening to this. But I did, when I was sitting here, I was getting to like the part where like the big twist reveal happens, and I did film that for you guys, and I was kind of shocked but not really, because when I was listening to it earlier I was like, oh my gosh, what if it's this person? I was like, the person, like, I don't want to give anything away, but I just like had this feeling. I was like, I feel like you would never guess it's this person, which is why I think it's this person. And I was right. I feel pretty good about my detective skills here. That was really good. I did really enjoy that book. So I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. The thing I didn't like about it was that it seemed a bit unrealistic. I mean, it did and it didn't. Here's the part that seems unrealistic to me. Why would you get in a car with a stranger when you know there's been somebody going around your college campus unaliving people and they have not found him? Like, that I had an issue with. But the rest of the book was really good. I just was like, why are you doing this? But then again, like, if she hadn't just like gone in this car with this guy, there would have been no book, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, but why would you do that? Anyway, it was really good though. I finished it. I feel really good about that because now I can actually just say I'm done with it. Like, words are not coming to me. All right, now I have completed 4 books this month. Such a slow reading month. I've completed 4 books and 3 of them were audiobooks. If that tells you how my reading month is going. Anyway, I'm finishing my audiobooks like really fast though. So I'd love to find another audiobook. I was trying to like find books that were on my TBR if they were available on the audio, and they're not. So I'm just gonna listen to what I can. So yeah, I finished that one. It was really good. I have made it to page 127 with this one, and I want to keep reading it. Let's see what time it is. But I have to leave in like an hour for trivia, so I'm not quite sure that I'm gonna be able to really do anything with this. But yeah, I'm feeling very good about the progress. I really do need to find more audiobooks because I know I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning, like deep cleaning and prepping for our party on Saturday. Maybe I could just listen to Broken Country though. I just don't know if like one audiobook will be enough for that because I feel like I have so much to do, but then I don't have so much to do. I don't know. I'm like really overthinking it. Good morning, guys. Happy day number 2 of this reading vlog. So today we are starting a new audiobook. I was going to start Broken Country, but I don't know if it really fits the thriller vibe. I've heard that it has some thriller-ness in it, but I don't know if it's like really gonna fit the thriller vibe that I'm going for here. So I did borrow The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. I think I'm gonna listen to that one while I do cleaning and party prep and whatever. And then I'm gonna continue to read The Sundown Motel, which is getting so creepy, but it's giving me like Halloween spooky vibes, which I'm here for. I love that. Okay, guys, oh my gosh. So I decided to just get this on audio so I could get my stuff done because I want to know what's happening, but I don't have time to just sit on my couch all day. So I have my headphones on, okay, and we're getting to a part. There's a big reveal about to happen, and I wanted to film my reaction to it. You guys, I have like an hour and a half of the audiobook left. Let me just react while you guys watch me react to this, because this is insane. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what he's about to tell her. I'm pretty sure. But let's react together. Trust no one. Trust no one. Ugh. Oh my gosh, get out of there. Just get out of there. Just get out. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Just leave. Leave. Thrillers are so stressful, man. A little update. I did finish The Sundown Motel because I showed you guys, I purchased the audiobook because I was just like, I just need to finish this. I had been reading it for so long and I was just like, it's good, I'm having fun with it, but I feel like I'm reading it super slow. Finished it, put it on my finished bookshelf, and now we need to start a new book. And here's my dilemma. I'm like, do I start The Intruder by Frida McFadden on my Kindle? Do I start Soul Searching? Do I like have a moment where I'm reading 3 books at once? I hate doing that, especially since they're all thrillers, but I do feel like as I've done 2 at a time, I've been able to keep track. And one would be audio, one would be on my Kindle, and one would be like a physical copy. And I feel like maybe I can like balance that a little bit better. I don't know. I think that I might read this. But update on, why is the lighting so weird? I don't know, you guys. All right, sweatshirt on. It is 5:31. I think James will get off at like 6, which means I have 30 minutes to read Soul Searching. So let's do it. Okay, so I have made it to page 27. So far, nothing major has happened. Like, we're just kind of getting introduced to the characters. So yeah, that's really all I have. Nothing major has happened. I don't have a lot of thoughts on this yet, but I'm going to stop for right now because I do need to make some dinner. And then I will maybe pick this up later tonight when I'm just chilling. I don't know, we will see. We will see what happens. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Today, for reading, I'm really gonna try to just go ahead and jump into cleaning right now and then maybe sit and read later. So we have to start a new audiobook. And that book, drumroll please, is going to be The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. I've never read or listened to anything from this author. I think I have a book by her though. Yes, I have her new book because I got it through Book of the Month, but I don't think I have any of her other books. It's like a 10-hour audiobook, but I listen at 2 times speed. So on today's agenda, while I'm listening to this, I need to carpet clean. I need to carpet clean the couch. I just have a lot of things that I'm trying to do. Starting this audiobook, I need to go get my headphones, and it's time to get down to cleaning. 83% of the way through. I don't know. It's fine. It's not like a bad book. It's just not like gonna be one that's super memorable to me, honestly. I wanted to give you guys an update. I finished The Perfect Stranger. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I had fun with it because I just was busy cleaning and listening to this book. But like, I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't, I'm probably not really going to remember much about it. It wasn't that memorable to me. So I am going to go to bed now. Well, actually, I'm going to read for a little bit and then I'm going to go to bed. So I'm going to read Soul Searching, some more of that. And yeah, I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done tomorrow unless it's through audiobook because I have more party prep to do. I was debating on getting the audiobook for The Intruder by Frida McFadden that is available to me. So I was debating doing that. It'd be the first time, no, I guess second time that I've listened to a Frida McFadden book on audio, but I just will not have time to sit down and read tomorrow or Saturday. So I'm like, do I do that because that one's available to me? I don't know. The thing that I love to do is like sit and read her books like all in one day, which I still could if I do it on audio. So I may just do that because like I said, I'm not gonna have time to read. And if I did that, I could get through it faster. And yeah, so I might do that and I'll update you guys if I end up doing that because I just don't know. I wish some of the other books I had on my list were available through my library, but they're all like forever long wait lists. So I can't. That's the only one that I can get right now. Everything else is not on Hoopla. I wish more stuff was on Hoopla because you can get it like instantly. Okay, so that's the reading update. I'm gonna go read it for a little bit more and I'll try to check in tomorrow. I gotta go because I can't deal with him talking in the background of my video. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Came on here for a reading update. I did decide to go ahead and just listen to the audio of The Intruder by Frida McFadden. I'm about 30% of the way through. It's not grabbing me as much as like Frida McFadden books, but it also just could be that I'm listening to it on audio instead of like reading it. But I was gonna listen to a different audiobook and it said it was available, but then whenever I clicked on it, it says it's not available, but I'm the first person in line and there's nobody waiting for this book. So I'm like, I don't understand what is happening here. And there's like 10 copies of it, but like I'm the only one who wants to listen to this book. And yesterday it was available instantly. So I don't know. Sometimes the Libby app's weird. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and listen to this because it is on my October TBR. I have been so excited to like sit down and read it, but honestly, I'm just at the point where I'm like, I just need to get through my TBR list. Also, this book, Soul Searching, I am on page 55 now. So far, I'm liking it. It's easy to read. It's, you know, it's nothing crazy. It's definitely going to be more of a romance than a thriller. But, you know, it is what it is. Our main character is Collins, and she can actually see and talk with ghosts. So, and she just met this guy. What's his name again? Crap. Brady. So she is hanging out with Brady because he's letting her stay at his apartment because he's friends with her twin sister. Anyway, so really it's just setting up the story. Nothing has actually happened. They've just kind of started talking about how her and her sister have this gift where they can see and talk with ghosts. So that's really what we've kind of been diving into. Anyway, but it's good. It's good. But yeah, The Intruder is about this woman. I don't even remember her name now. See, that's how like uninterested I am in this. It's not that I'm not interested. It's just, I think it's just because I'm listening to it on audio and the characters are annoying the crap out of me, which I'm sure if I was reading it, I would also be annoyed, but like at least I would like be in charge of how the voice sounds in my head. So that part wouldn't be as annoying to me. But I just feel like the female main character is just kind of like whiny and like, which I think in a lot of Frida McFadden books they are. But I do love a Frida McFadden book because it's just easy, quick and easy to get through, but I typically don't listen to them on audio. So this is a new experience for me and I'm not the biggest fan of that. And so, I don't know. But basically this woman is in this cabin, this storm is rolling in, and she finds this young teenage girl in her like shed and brings her in because obviously it's storming and whatever. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So she's just found this girl, and then I'm assuming the girl is, so it's kind of jumping timelines and jumping like different points of view. So in one point of view, you have our female main character, and she's in her cabin and whatever. And then in another point of view, you have this young teenage girl, which I'm assuming is the same girl who was found in the shed. But knowing that it's Freida McFadden, it's probably not the same girl, but that's just like my thought on that. So anyway, she just found the girl in her shed, and she's trying to like get her to answer questions and open up and whatever. So yeah, it doesn't seem very thrilling. I'm not like on the edge of my seat, but we will see. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of twist, as always with Freida McFadden, but I just, so far, I'm not loving it as much as I had hoped that I would. Okay guys, it has been a while. I think it's been like a week since I actually picked up the camera and chatted with you guys about this reading vlog. It's insane. So I ended up, hang on, I gotta grab my phone. So since last updating you, I actually have read several books. I think the last thing I updated you guys on was finishing The Sundown Motel, I gave that one 4 stars. I really enjoyed that one. Then I listened to The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. It was okay. Then I listened to The Intruder by Freida McFadden. I wasn't going to listen to it. I was going to read it, but I felt like I was running out of time. I had so much to do this month in terms of cleaning, organizing, getting stuff ready because we were having a big Halloween party. That was a success, thank goodness, but I just was listening to a lot of audiobooks, and I listened to The Intruder. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. I probably should have read it, so that's my bad. I know that for next time, but I didn't enjoy it that much. Then I also listened to 2 of the Alibi Collection, like short stories on Amazon. So we have False Note and The Skydivers. Both of them were kind of boring. Wouldn't recommend. I gave them both 2 stars. I also listened to Just the Nicest Couple. I do own the physical copy, but I could get it from my library, so I was like, you know what? Give me more audiobooks because I do not have time to sit down and read right now. So I listened to that one. I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. It like gave me the thriller vibes, but it wasn't like anything earth-shattering, so it was fine. And then I did read Soul Searching by Lila Sage, and that book just, I felt like it was dragging on, and I didn't really connect with it as much, so I was very disappointed with that one, but I did finish it. October was a very crazy month, and I'm just trying to wrap this up so I can post this video still, but it just seemed very chaotic this month. So hopefully November is a little bit more chill. We can do a fun reading vlog and not feel so crazy and not do as many audiobooks. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on and end this video because it needs to end. I did manage to read most of my October TBR, and I ended the month with 11 books, which is amazing because I did not read for like the first 2 weeks of the month. So we got it done. We're moving on to, we're moving on to November. Today is November 1st, which is insane. So that wraps up this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully the next one won't be as chaotic. I just had too much going on in the month of October, whatever month we were in. October. I just had too much going on. So hopefully the rest of the year is a little bit more chill, though I know it probably won't be, but we're just hoping for the nice calm vibes for the holiday season. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, for sticking around. Let me know what you guys have been reading, what you've been up to, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.